Welcome back, friends, to the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Roberto. This is a live show we do Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. I apologize. I owe you guys 2 minutes. Facebook bounced me out as I was attempting to go live. And with that said, I apologize. There you go. Bob is in the house. We start every episode with something we call the roll call, where anybody listening who wants a shout out posts up a comment, they get a shout out. Dennis is in the house. Dennis just sent 200 stars. Dennis has sent stars 23 weeks in a row. Dennis, you are awesome. Thank you. And yes, Bob, I am glad that you are with us. Dustin's here. Happy Saturday, Dustin. It's been a minute. I am glad you joined us. Christina is here. I think Christina is new. We have a new person tonight. Christina, welcome to the show. So glad you can join us, Christina. I'm glad Dustin's back. I'm glad Bob's here too. Dennis, thank you for the stars. Kathy is with us tonight. Good evening, Kathy. And Katie is with us. Katie just sent 500 stars. Thank you, Katie. You are awesome. Barbara is in the house. Good evening, Barbara. Thank you for the yo, Katie. Glad you can join us. Paulette is with us. Good evening, Paulette. Barbara just sent 500 stars. Barbara has sent stars 12 weeks in a row. Thank you, Barbara. Tiffany is the queen of stars. Welcome to the show, Tiffany. Tiffany just sent 100 stars. Tiffany has sent stars 24 weeks in a row. I think these numbers are off. Either way, Tiffany is the reigning queen of stars. Peggy is listening in Idaho, and I think Peggy is new as well. Katie, I appreciate you as well. Let me give you the lowdown when it comes to the stars program. It's a super cool thing that Meta, Facebook, whoever they are this week, they have set up. You click the icon, you purchase stars, you can send them to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. Could be Castro Valley News, could be Brian Copeland, it could be Blue Oyster Cult, could be anyone. There is a smidgen of your purchase price that goes to Facebook. The rest goes to the live content creator of your choice. Mom is in the house. Good evening, Mom. Mom says, hello, Castro Valley News. Buy an ad. Mom is in the house. There you go. Peggy is in Idaho, grew up in Castro Valley. But Peggy, I think you're new to the show. Jean is in the house. Good evening, Jean. Paulette is tagging Rick, Ross, Nicolette, Schnickolas, and Billy Ray. And also, Paulette is tagging Janella. Paulette, good evening to you, and welcome to the show. Paulette, Barbara, and Jean say hello to Mom. Hi, Mom. How are you doing? Love you. Hope you had a wonderful day. Again, friends, my name is Roberto. This is the Castro Valley News live show. We do this live thing every Tuesday and Saturday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Jean is saying hello to Peggy. The Castro Valley News live show is kind of a cool way for us to meet and speak to each other and talk about things that are on our mind, things that are happening in the community, things that are happening globally. Stars 22 weeks in a row. Thank you, Paulette. Ross is in the house as well. Ross just sent 50 stars. Ross has sent stars 13 weeks in a row. Thank you, Ross. You are awesome, and welcome to the show. Katie just sent 500 additional stars. Katie, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And Paulette said hello to Mom. Bob is asking, did I figure out the reason for the abrupt closing to Tuesday's show? You know what? I think it had something to do with the connection on the microphone here. because I think at the same time when that happened, I think I touched the connection, and I think that's when the live stream dropped immediately Tuesday. So what I've done tonight to make sure that that is not a factor, I have taped the cable to the stand that I have the microphone on, and I have a clip for the rest of the cord to the table here, so I will not knock that cable again. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So again, my apologies to everyone. Tuesday's show ended abruptly, a good, I think, 15 minutes early, maybe 10 minutes early. Again, I apologize for that. It sucked. I was stupefied because all of a sudden it just said, your live stream has ended. And I was like, eh? I'm sure you guys were watching and you were like, what happened? So with that said, if we go into overtime tonight, it will be my way of making up for that. I'll try if we have roll call. I mean, if we have overtime tonight. Wow, Katie meant to send 1,000 stars, so there is the rest. I'm gonna make a note. Katie sent 1,000 stars. Wow, Katie, you're awesome. I dare anyone to beat Katie's 1,000 stars. Have at it. Send more stars. If you want. You don't have to. Bob, I'm glad you joined us tonight, and you are on time. Not that being late matters. We're just glad you join us whenever you join us. Dawn, I'm wondering where Dawn is. And Michael B. are haven't been roll called yet. Have not been marked present in the roll call. Gene says not a problem on Tuesday's show. I apologize. I had no idea that the connection here, it's right here. I'm pointing to it right now, and I probably shouldn't stick my finger close to it. But when this comes disconnected, the live stream ends, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but it's good to be mindful of that to know. Katie says, I keep the town together in a lot of ways. Katie, you're sweet. I think this town keeps me together in a lot of ways. I think the group, the amazing collective hive folks that we have together here for the Castro Valley News live show, I think those people keep me together. So it is definitely a reciprocal situation, Katie, but thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all your stars and all of your support as well. We're still going to do the roll call throughout the entire show, but I wanted to move on to something that Bob just mentioned. It's a holiday weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. So with that said, I want to let you guys know the local celebrations. Randall, good evening, Randall. Thank you for the message. Use a piece of tape on the wire, and actually what I'm doing is I'm making sure that this connection here is stable, and then the wire leads down. It's actually on top of a candle that elevates the microphone a little bit, so the cable is taped to the candle here, and then there's a clip that clips the cable to the it clips the cable to the table. That's almost a Dr. Seuss thing right there. So hopefully that will not happen again. Gina is asking what, and good evening, Gina. I think Gina is new as well. We've got some new folks here. We've got Christina, Peggy, and Gina, some new folks. Welcome to the show, guys. I'm so glad you can join us. Gina is asking, what is the topic of the evening? Great show. Thank you, Gina. We have quite a few topics. Usually every episode, there's a list of things that we discuss, things that are happening in the community, things that are happening globally, locally, nationally, you name it, in the neighborhood. We talk about everything. Absolutely, if there's something on your mind that you would like to have us discuss or have the group discuss, definitely post up your comment and we will discuss things that are on your mind. Gina, welcome back. Second time to the show, Gina. She says she loves the show. Gina, we love you too as well. I am so pleased that you could return to the show. There you go. Katie just mentioned, where's Don? And there he is. Don is in the house. Welcome to the show, Don. I am glad you are here. All right, so Katie just upped the bar. She's at 1,500 stars. I think it's over 1,500. So there you go. I dare anyone to meet, match, or surpass the 1,500 stars that Katie has sent in. Don is in the house. Don, welcome to the show. I had the utmost pleasure of spending some time with Don earlier this week. And may I say, every time I get to spend time with you, Don, it is a golden apple of delight to hang with you, Don. You are one of my favorite people, Don. Eileen is in the house. Welcome to the show, Eileen. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, Eileen. Thank you for your continued support, Eileen. You are awesome. But you know that. So, yes, this is a 3-day weekend. And, of course, Monday is Memorial Day. I wanted to let you guys know some of the local events that will be happening in celebration, in observation of Memorial Day. Eileen, thank you for the stars. Eileen just sent 500 stars. Eileen has sent stars 22 weeks in a row. Thank you, Eileen. You are awesome. And boy, so Katie has sent 2,000 stars throughout the entire episode. My mind is blown. Thank you, Katie. You are awesome. Also, Don just sent 50 stars. Don has sent stars 9 weeks in a row. Katie says Don is the best. That's an understatement. Don is awesome. Cynthia is in the house saying aloha to everyone. And aloha to you, Cynthia. I am glad you can join us. So let me get to one of the first things on the list here, which is Kathy. Kathy just sent 1,540 stars. Kathy, you are awesome. Wow. So we've got Katie at 2,000 stars. We've got sorry, let me say that again. We've got Katie at 2,000 stars and Kathy at 1,540 stars. And Kathy has sent stars 7 weeks in a row. Thank you guys so much. Katie is giving props to Kathy. I'll give you this, the lowdown when it comes to stars one more time. There's an icon you can click right here. You purchase stars. The money that you spend for those stars goes directly to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. Could be Castro Valley News. It could be let me think of some. It could be Sam Smith. It could be Taylor Swift. It could be anyone. But the cool thing is that money that you purchase stars with goes directly to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. There is a smidge that goes to Facebook, but the lion's share goes directly to the live content creator that you choose. So thank you so much to everyone who is sending stars. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's cool just the same. We will continue doing the show, stars or not, because we love you. I love my community. So with that said, let's get to get a pen and paper ready if you're looking for things to do in regards to Memorial Day. And there you go. Bob just stole my thunder. He said, if you take your time and visit the Veterans Memorial at the community center, it's quite impressive. I visit about once a week. Thank you, Bob. With that said, Monday, May 30th is Memorial Day. There will be a memorial celebration at the Castro Valley Veterans Memorial site at Castro Valley Community Park on Quail Avenue. Katie is at 2,500 stars. Katie, you are amazing. Katie, you're blowing my mind with the stars. Thank you so much, Katie. So yes, there are 2 Memorial Day events that are happening locally. The first one is at the Castro Valley Veterans Memorial Site at Castro Valley Community Park on Quail Avenue. That is right off Lake Chabot Road, right across the street from the wonderful Lake Chabot Public Market. Shout out to Hans and everyone at the Lake Chabot Public Market. That is going to be Veterans of Foreign Wars VFW 9601. They will be hosting the annual service starting at 9 a.m. The ceremony will include honoring all branches of service with a 21-gun salute, color guard presentation, and speeches by local dignitaries. All are welcome to attend. I give you that one more time. Starting at 9 a.m., that is the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW Post 9601 will be hosting the annual service starting at 9 a.m. It is a wonderful ceremony. I attend it every year. It is a great ceremony. Again, Memorial Day free celebration will start at 9 a.m. May 30th at the Castro Valley Veterans Memorial Site at Castro Valley Community Park on Quail Avenue near Lake Chabot Road. That starts at 9 a.m. Friends, be there. It will have they will honor all branches of the service with a 21-gun salute. It is a great ceremony. And as Bob pointed out, Bob don't lie, it is a great, wonderful park. If you were looking for more information, visit www.vfw9601.org for more information on that. Also, the 119th celebration for Memorial Day. Katie just sent 50 more stars. So, Katie, that's 2,550, I think. I'm on top of that. Wow. I dare anyone to beat Katie's 2,550 stars. Katie, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Getting back to the Memorial Day festivities, 119th celebration observation of Memorial Day at Lone Tree Cemetery, also happening May 30th, 2022. They will have donuts and coffee, 9 a.m. A Huey helicopter flyover and landing at 10 a.m. The Hayward Municipal Band starts playing at 10:30 a.m. The program begins at 11 a.m. A barbecue following at 12 noon. That, my friends, is happening at Lone Tree Cemetery, located at 24591 Fairview Avenue in Hayward. That's not far from Castro Valley. I've also attended this ceremony numerous times as well. It's a great ceremony. The timing you could make the Castro Valley one and then cruise over to Lone Tree. Theoretically, you could make it because the program begins at 11 at Lone Tree in Fairview. But parking is going to be extremely difficult if you get to Lone Tree late. They pack them in at Lone Tree because it's a great ceremony, and they also have the barbecue following the program at noon. But I wanted you to be aware of those two events happening locally. Again, if you're looking to stay in town, that's going to be, yes, Bob says Lone Tree is also impressive. It's a beautiful, beautiful cemetery. There are a lot of really old and historic monuments there, and it's just a beautiful place. Katie says my mama worked with the 100 Club to build the police and fire memorial there. It's beautiful as well. Yeah, Lone Tree is gorgeous, and it's an impressive ceremony, not detracting or taking anything away from our Castro Valley ceremony. But mark your calendars if you're looking for something to do on Monday. From what I understand, I heard the weather, it's going to be warmish. So, again, Monday, May 30th is Memorial Day. There you go. Michael B is in the house. Michael says, hey, Castro Valley News and Roberto, sorry I'm late. I fell asleep. We are glad that you woke up and joined us, Michael B. Good to have you with us. Don is tagging so many people. Thank you, Don. So is Ross. You guys are awesome. And also, throwing in the gauntlet, Katie has sent 2,550 stars, and she says, bring it. If anyone is up to the challenge to beat her 2,550 stars for tonight, Katie, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And also, starting tonight, in just a few moments, There's going to be a candlelight vigil at the corner of Castro Valley Boulevard and Redwood Road, starting at 7:30 to 9:30. This is a community organized candlelight vigil in honor of the many people who died from the Texas gun violence and all of the gun violence in general. I obviously will not be there because I'm here with you guys, and I'm glad that there's 27 of you here with us tonight. I'm assuming that there's probably quite a few people from our listening group that are out there, and I think it's awesome that folks in the community organize things like this. And Don says KDG is bringing the steam. Right on. Don also says Ross is the boss. Don, you are the man, and yes, Bob is a heartthrob. So, and again, Katie, you're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. 2,550 stars. Thank you so much, Katie. And also, Kathy sent 1,540 stars. Amazing, amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are very close, super close, so close. I can feel it. We're so close to the Midway giveaway. I should probably start early. Ross is tagging Judy, and Don is tagging Richard. Ross is tagging Delroy. Don is tagging Christy, Chris, Tim. Wow. Don has tagged a lot of people. Don has tagged Sean, Steve, Jackie. Ross tagged Tiffany. Don tagged Bob. Ross tagged Austin and Christian. Thank you guys for tagging so many people. You guys are amazing. Gary's in the house. Welcome to the show, Gary. I am glad you can join us, my friend. Let's just get it right into the Midway giveaway, shall we? I think we should. And before the preamble to the Midway giveaway, I need to let you guys know that someone just sent stars. So let me get to that in a moment. Thank you so much. Don just sent 50 more stars. That means I think Don has sent 150 stars tonight. Thank you, Don. And Don has sent stars 9 weeks in a row. I'm gonna add Don to the honor roll, to the stars honor roll. There we go. Right on. And Ross is tagging Michelle. Thank you, Ross. So tonight's Midway giveaway is brought to you by David's in the house. David says, thanks for the show. I finally made an appointment at Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps after hearing them here so many times. David, they do great work, and they're great people. Misty is a sweetheart. David, when you arrive at Classy Canines, please let them know that that we sent you there, that we referred you, that you were suggested. Just tell them what you want, David. I'm trying to figure that out. Tell them that you found out through Castro Valley News. Right on. Meredith just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Meredith. Meredith has sent stars 11 weeks in a row. Meredith, thank you so much. Just making a note here. Michael B says Don and Bob. Michael, I mean you no offense. I mean you no umbrage. But I can't read your message. I think it says Don and Bob and Castro Valley News, you're going to lose the Midway giveaway tonight to I'm going to win? I can't win the Midway giveaway. I made it up. I already know the answer. I can't win, Michael B, but you can. I'm waiting for the night that Michael B wins the Midway giveaway so that you can come back to Castro Valley and redeem said gift card, and that way you could visit with all of us, Michael B. We'd love to see you. Don is saying Meredith is in the house, and yes, she is. Thank you for the 50 stars. Meredith has sent stars 11 weeks in a row. Yeah, let's get to the Midway giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. And friends, family, children of all ages. The Midway Giveaway is brought to you by the Re-elect Sheriff Greg Ahern 2022 campaign. Sheriff Ahern is the experience we need to keep us safe. With unprecedented violent crime, property crime, drug addiction, mental health, and homelessness, Sheriff Ahern has a proven plan to reduce crime and keep us safe. A vote for Sheriff Ahern means the prevention of crime by having a positive and visible law enforcement presence in the community. Sheriff Ahern will enforce the law and hold criminals accountable. Sheriff Ahern believes that evidence and realistic-based programs can reduce the cycle of incarceration and deter people from turning to crime. And finally, Sheriff Ahern wants to provide service to the community so that community members can rely on their office, from their sheriff's office, to be an advocate for them, especially when they are victims of crime. Please vote for Sheriff Greg Ahern in the June 7th primary for Alameda County Sheriff. Greg Ahern has the experience to keep us safe. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Midway Giveaway, Sheriff Ahern. With that said, if you are a business owner and you would like to sponsor the Midway Giveaway like Sheriff Ahern has and will be doing for the rest of the month, send me an inbox message and let me know the business that you have, and let's chat for a moment and let's work out a campaign that will definitely boost the signal for your business through Castro Valley News. The price is nice. We don't ask a lot for sponsorship for the Midway Giveaway. And with that said, let me let you know that the actual gift cards are purchased by me. I love doing this. It is one of the many pleasures that I get out of doing the Castro Valley News live show. And there are tons of things that are joyful and exciting. And I'm trying to not say things that bring me pleasure because that sounds so randy. One of the things that I love, among many other things that I love about doing this show, number one is the people who listen. A close second is purchasing the gift cards for the Midway Giveaway because it allows me to show some monetary love to other businesses in the community. It allows me to go in and talk to other merchants and business owners in the community, to catch up with them, to see how they're doing. And also, mostly, to give them some money, to show them some love. Don is saying that Jeremy is on. Welcome to the show, Jeremy. Hope you're doing well. Ross just says hello to Jeremy. So, if you see me giving away a gift card, Midway Giveaway, I purchase these. I love doing that. I love giving money to fellow business owners. It's something that makes me feel warm inside to give some love in a monetary way to fellow business owners, especially since all the stuff that myself as a business owner, we've all been through with the pandemic and the shelters in place and businesses being closed. So yes, I definitely love going into businesses and buying these cards to give to you guys. And then it's the whole circle because I'm showing love to businesses and I'm showing love to you by giving them to you through the Midway Giveaway trivia question. With that said, Don says Richard is on. Hello, Richard. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Michael B is excited that Dawn added him on Facebook and gave him a link to a shop in Castro Valley. Right on. You see how beautiful our world is? Friends are being made across cyberspace and in real space because of the Castro Valley News live show. And Richard is in the house. Welcome to the show, Richard. All right, friends. Let's get to the Midway Giveaway. Tonight's gift card is $20 to Norman's Grill. There was a conversation online whether or not Norman's is the best breakfast place in Castro Valley. A lot of people believe it is. A lot of people were shouting out that it's could be Doug's. Good evening, Denise. Denise is in the house. Welcome to the show, Denise. So it could be Norman's. It could be Doug's. Some of the past amazing breakfast spots in Castro Valley, right off the top of my head. Del Cafe, that closed recently. Also, the wonderful, the mighty, the delicious JD's. I think when Mr. Kitchell was in charge, he's the original JD. When the original JD was at the helm, I think it would be tough to beat JD's. JD's did some amazing breakfast, and you know, I just love talking to JD himself, and so, anyways, I just I just waxed philosophically and completely went down the breakfast nostalgia path. Anyways, Kathy says El Rancho. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about El Rancho being one of the upper echelons for breakfast. But I think JD's has the crown, for the lack of a better term. Now we're talking about food. Sorry, it's Norman's Grill. Gary says Nations never done breakfast there. They must be good if Gary's mentioning them. So there you go. There's another breakfast option. Anyways, guys, I am not going to beat around the bush anymore. Gene says JD's was the bomb. You know, I had never tried pecan pie, whatever, tomato, potato. Bob says Denica's. Yeah, there you go. Barbara says Jenny's. Yeah, there you go. I had never tried pecan pie, whatever. I don't know where. I'm going to say it both ways so nobody's offended. But when I tried it at JD's, that stuff's delicious. When I worked for the Forum a lot of years ago, I did a story about JD's, and I think it was I don't even remember what it was. But he gifted me a pecan pie, and whoa, delicious. With that said, guys, Midway giveaway. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm sorry. Ross says, is Doucette's open for breakfast? They're open pretty early. I think they're open at 10. So if that's is that the liquid breakfast I think it's referred to? They might be. Ross, I love your humor. You are awesome. Michael says, I have the best food in the world. I do. The best food in the world is peanut butter, and I am stocked to the teeth. I am armed to the teeth with peanut butter. I'm getting silly, and I apologize. So, Midway giveaway is upon us. Let's do this before I talk about hockey. Anyways, $20 to Norman's Grill. I got to tell you, when I was there picking this up a couple days ago, they were packed for lunch. So it's good to see that they are bouncing back and doing some business. So guys, the Midway giveaway works as such. There's a trivia question that I ask all the listeners, all the viewers, and the first person to text 510-331-9112 or post their answer in the comments wherever the thread is wins. You got to be the first person. There you go. Bob is watching hockey. There we go. Mark is in the house. Mark says, hey, Roberto, joining late. I'm at a gig listening in between sets. Thank you for listening, Mark. You are awesome. So yes, again, the Midway giveaway works as such. I ask a trivia question, and the first person to provide the correct answer in the thread of comments or by text wins $20 to Norman's Grill. This card represents deliciousness and culinary satisfaction aplenty. That's a lot of nice words. Those are fancy words. So with that said, tonight's Midway giveaway question is as such. And again, text 510-331-9112 or post your comments in the thread. First person to provide the correct answer wins $20 worth of deliciousness. to Norman's Grill. All right. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? Again, 510-331-9112, or post your answer in the thread. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? And with that said, Maureen is in the house. Maureen just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Maureen. You are awesome. Again, the Midway giveaway. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? Christina is guessing Doucette's. No. Don is guessing Daughtry. Not correct. Again, the Midway giveaway, the first person to text. Maureen just sent 100 more stars in and said, no idea. Thank you, Maureen, for the stars. You are awesome just the same. Text 510-331-9112 or post in the thread wherever it may be. Post your comment, your answer in the thread. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? I'm proud of this question. I love it. Denise is guessing Ace Hardware. Not correct. Don is guessing Norman's. Not correct. Actually, Norman's is named after Norman Poors, who passed away a few years ago. He was an original chef at Pring's. He worked with Johnny Pring way back in the day. Way back in the day. David is guessing that one on Castro Valley Boulevard. Not correct, sir. Michael B is guessing Hoffman. Not correct, sir, but I love that guess. Barbara is guessing the Adobe Center. Not correct. Again, tonight's trivia question is Michael B is guessing Hoff Nuts. I don't know. Not correct, Michael B. Christine is guessing PW. PW closed quite a few years ago, and that was Tony. Oh, man, I can't think of his name now. Anyways, Dawn is guessing Denica's. Actually, Denica's is named after the owner. Her name is Denica. I can't think of her last name, but she is such a sweet, sweet person. Oh, my goodness. That family is just amazing. Ross is guessing One Bad Apple. Not correct, Ross, but a great guess. Dawn guessed that one, too. Don is guessing Hoff Nuts too. I don't know what Hoff Nuts is. It sounds dirty. Ross is guessing Carrie Audi. Not correct, sir. David has a good guess. I love that. David is guessing Vaughn's Chicken. Nope, not correct, sir. I stumped you guys. I love it. I gave you the question one more time. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? Maureen is guessing Doolittle. Good guess. It's actually the Doolittle's named after a 1990s rock band album, the Pixies, named Doolittle. Ross is guessing Chicken on Fire. Good guess, but no. Eileen is guessing Hatchery. No. Denise says I'm making her laugh tonight, which is great. Dawn is also guessing Chicken on Fire. No. One more time. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? David is guessing Connie's. No. Dawn is guessing Big Red. Not correct. Gosh, I want someone to get this. Paulette is guessing Spanky's. No. Bob is guessing Chick-fil-A. No. But it had Chick-fil-A opened in Castro Valley, we would have had the biggest, the largest drive-through in the Bay Area. When Chick-fil-A went before the CV Mac, that was one of their selling points. If we open this in Castro Valley, you will have the largest drive-through in the Bay Area. That was their selling point. If you missed it, quite some time ago, Chick-fil-A wanted to open up where the lumber yard is now, and not a good spot, not a good location. But anyways, Maureen is guessing Genghis. Not correct, but they have wonderful food. Ross is guessing McDonald's. McDonald's is, I think, is named after the clown, the famous clown. Michael B is guessing Sherry. Not correct. I stumped you guys. This is cool because a lot of times I think I have good Midway questions that I think I'm going to stump you guys with, and it never happens. You guys are super, super smart, and you get it super, super fast. Bob is guessing Chipotle. Not correct. Michael B is guessing KFC. David is guessing the library building. Not correct. Nobody has got this so far. I'll give you the question one more time. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? If you guys are completely stumped, I can give you the answer, and I can have my mom pick someone to give the card to, if that's okay. And my mom is not biased, or I can give the card to my mom. I think she'd like it. But it looks like Denise is saying, ask something else. I don't have a backup. Eileen is guessing Rudy's. Rudy's is named after Rudy Gatto, who owned Rudy's, who also worked at Winchell's further up the boulevard. Christine is guessing Dugards. Is there a Dugard in Castro Valley that I missed? Denise says, yes, give the card to mom, and she can pick who to give it to. I'm leaving it up to you guys, because I know people are might be frustrated at not getting the answer here. Christina says Dillard's. I don't think there's a Dillard's in Castro Valley. If there's one that I don't know of, let me know. Don is guessing Paul Molina Salon. That's named after Paul Molina. It's a real guy, and he's an awesome guy. Go see Paul Molina Salon and tell him Robert at Castro Valley News sent you. Paul Molina's awesome. He is a sweet guy. I love him. He's super cool. Barbara says East Hills. Not correct. Give you a clue. Let me think of a clue that wouldn't completely give it away. I can't think. Ross is guessing Crush Comics. Crush was actually named after, it was the nickname of the former owner, whose name is, oh crud, I can't think of his name. Anyways, Ross, good guess, but not correct. What Castro Valley building is named after a rooster? Let me see. What's a good clue that is not going to completely let the cat out of the bag? It's an older building. I know that's not a great clue. And it definitely looks like we're going to be going into overtime here. Someone guessed Del Rancho, not correct. Okay, Ross is. You know what? I'll give you this clue. Here's the last clue. Ross is asking, is it on the boulevard? No. No. Bob is guessing the Adobe Center, not correct. It's not Connie's. It's not Spa Keys. I don't know where Spa Keys is. It's not JP's. JP's was actually named after John P., who was the former owner who used to work for Elio's, and now he kind of left the fold there. So the two clues that I am going to give you guys on this one is it's a vintage building, and it is not on the boulevard. However, this building bears the name of a rooster. It is named after a rooster. It bears the name of a rooster. A lot of people. Oh, Barbara was trying to type Spankies, not Spockies. Spankies, no. Spankies was the nickname of one of the owners that used to be involved in that building. Not bar, excuse me. What Castro Valley building is bears the name of a rooster, is named after a rooster? Eden Hospital, no. Gary, you're getting really specific, and that's too specific. Aaron is guessing Al's Market. Al's Market is actually named after Al Bronzini, who was one of the owners of Al's Market, whose brother Larry just passed away not too long ago. And Don's guessing Keith's Transmission. No, that was actually owned by Keith, who was a human being. Bob is guessing, can you buy adult beverages there? No. I don't believe so. I'm surprised, Bob, you didn't get this one. Gene is trying Mugs. No, Mugs was, the name was Mugs with 3 G's because they were 3 people who had G's and the first initial of their name there. Barbara's guessing Cozy's. No, but that's an old school bar. Back used to be, where was Cozy's? I think near Norbridge. Paulette is guessing Doug's. No, Doug's was owned by a Doug, a gentleman named Doug, who I think sold the business and passed away not too long ago. This is, you guys are jarring my trivia memory. I love this. This is fun. I'll ask this one more time. Do you guys want me to just give the card to Mom and she can pick someone? Mom and she can pick someone. If you guys are okay with that, let me know. Gary's asking, is it that white building where Nate Miley's office used to be? No, that's the Colonial building near Bart. No. Bob's guessing Lucky's. No. Kathy says Doug had worked at Al's. Okay, that makes sense. So Maureen has 1 vote of giving the gift card to Mom. Denise is seconding that. So what I'm proposing right here is I give the gift card to Mom. She chooses who. Okay, so everyone, Denise, Barbara, Dennis. Yes, so I'm going to conclude this right now. Mom, this gift card is yours. You can keep it, or you can pass it along to the listener of your choice. That is at your discretion, Mom. So I will give you the answer right here, right now. Bob says, give it to Tanya. She never wins. That's a good idea. Something to consider, Mom, if you're listening. Everyone's saying, give it to Mom. So, Mom, this is yours. You can keep it, or you can pass it along to whichever listener you choose. Kathy, yes, my guess was correct. Cozy's was at Castro Valley Boulevard across from Forest, where they cut out the island. They cut out the road to make way for Norbridge. So, and thank you for that, Kathy. I had guessed, but I wasn't sure if I was accurate or not. So 2 things right now. The gift card goes to Mom. Mom, please let me know who you would like the gift card to go to, or you can keep it, whichever you choose. So I'm actually kind of proud. I stumped you guys tonight. Michael, you won. Mom says give it to Michael. So, Michael, I need your address. This goes to you. So the next time you come to Castro Valley, you have $20 to spend at Norman's Grill and enjoy a lunch or dinner or breakfast of your choice. Michael B., congratulations. Michael B., give me your address, send me an inbox, and I will send you that gift card. So the next time you come down here, you can have some breakfast, lunch, dinner, a meal, a wonderful meal at Norman's Grill. So I'm going to give you the question and answer of the Midway giveaway. Don't throw tomatoes at me, guys. This was just a good question, and I'm sorry it stumped everyone. The Castro Valley building named after a rooster, and someone out there listening is definitely going to There's going to be some consternation that they didn't get this correct. So the building named after a rooster is actually Chanticleer's Theater. That's the theater located at Quill Avenue. It's at the Community Center Park, which is right next to the Memorial Park there. And actually, technically, a Chanticleer is the name given to a rooster, especially in fairy tales. I'm actually rather proud that I came up with that question. I'm surprised Bob didn't get that one, because Bob is super, super tied into the wonderful Chanticleer's Theater, excuse me. And yes, the Castro Valley building named after a rooster is Chanticleer's. It's on Quail Avenue. It's next to the Community Center Park. And a Chanticleer is the name given to a rooster, especially in fairy tales. There you go. Michael B says, that is cool. Thanks, Robert's mom and Roberto. There you go. Bob says, of all people, I should know that there's a rooster on their logo. There you go. I'm just proud that I got, that was a good question. That was a pretty good question. With that said, let's move on to some of the rest of the show, shall we? We did the Memorial thing. We did the Midway. Let me let you in on Mom's critiques. Thank you so much, Denise. She said that was a good question. Made it fun tonight. Thank you guys for playing along and for all your patience with that one. Let me let you in on some of Mom's critiques from Tuesday's show. Every episode, I garner compliments, things that I could improve upon from our last episode, which was Tuesday. Unfortunately, the stream dropped before we could conclude the show. I apologize again. Maureen says, yes, good question. Eileen says, I agree. That was fun. I'm glad you had fun. That was a good question. It just, I was actually taking a nap a little bit earlier. I was in repose, and I thought, what the heck is a Chanticleer, and why is Chanticleer's named Chanticleers? And then I looked it up, and you know, the Wikipedia had the answer for me right there. So it was a good one. So every episode, one of the few features that we definitely do every episode is Mom's critiques, and Mom gives me things I can improve upon for last episode, things that she likes, things that she dislikes. A lot of times there are things that she does like. So I've got two of Mom's critiques tonight. Hi, Mom. I love you. Hope you're doing well. And Mom's first critique, she says, it's nice to see so many people on the show being nice to each other, and also being nice online. So there you go. That's a good one. And, you know, it seems like that's a given pretty much, Mom, that everyone's always nice to each other during the Castro Valley News live show. But it's definitely good to see and good to experience, because sometimes, I've mentioned this before, there are keyboard cowboys who can kind of be snarky with each other, and it can be unpleasant, to say the least. Here you go. It is great to see dogs being helped and not put to sleep. And there were actually two huskies. One was, I think it's Indy, was actually placed with another lady in California. Some of these huskies can be aggressive, and this dog was actually placed with a home in California, not being put to sleep. Please, there's another husky. His name is, its name is Rango, and it has an appointment to be put to sleep Monday. So if you know anyone who is looking for a husky, check the posts in the comments, on the page, and let's definitely find a home for Rango, because there is an appointment Monday for it to be put to sleep. Paulette is asking, why is my shirt inside out? That's a question that my mom asks me every time she sees me. I find shirts that have goofy logos that are comfortable, and I turn them inside out because I don't like advertising. This is actually, it's a liquor shirt. It's for KTEL 1 or something, but it's super, super soft and super, super comfy. So I turn it inside out and I wear it inside out. It's goofy. It annoys my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Jesse, your question is going to be coming up in a few moments, so I'm glad you joined us, and I'm glad that you gave me a mental reminder. So yes, definitely, it is good to see that this husky dog, Indo, I think, was not put to sleep, and it's going to a home in California where someone's going to take care of that dog. So we burned through Mom's critiques. And right now we're going to get to Jesse. Earlier today, Jesse sent me a message, and I want to let you guys know this is a reminder that we have a farmers market here in Castro Valley. It is at the BART parking lot. It is every Saturday from 9 to 1 p.m. They accept EBT cards. And Jesse's message is, hey, I work with Urban Village Farmers Markets, and I also have a booth here at the Castro Valley Farmers Market, and was wondering if you'd be willing to do a shout-out post for the markets. We have a lot of great local vendors, great produce and baked goods, hot foods, and performers. Some of us have also donated to the Castro Valley Food Pantry during the pandemic. Thank you so much, Jesse, and whichever booth you work with for doing that. We could use some support in bringing more attention to the market and would really appreciate it if you could help us out. Let me know what you think, please, and thank you. Have a great day. So thank you so much to Jesse for the reminder. Yes, we have a farmer's market here in Castro Valley every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They accept EBT cards, and I'm going to give you some of the lowdown on some of the vendors that are at the farmers market at the BART parking lot every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They have fish and dairy. They have certified organic produce. They have locally grown quality farms. They have bakers and packaged food. They have hot food, coffee, breakfast, and lunch. They also have live performers. Sorry. I'll give you some of the names of some of the vendors. Marina Seafood, Great Valley Eggs. I skipped one because I can't pronounce the name. Acadina Cheese, Avila Farms, Fenella Berries, J&M Imbara, Ken's Top Notch Farm, Pirate Creek Honey, Rodriguez Berries, Smith Ranch, Triple Delight Blueberries, Wilson Creek Farms, Froyland Flower Farm, Gotelli Cherries, GNS Corn, Lemongrass Farm, Ma Farms, Olive Healthy Olive Farm, Rojas Family Farms, Shoop Avocado Farms, Stackhouse, Beckman's Bakery, Bunbow, Ohana Brothers, Maui Style, Chips and Kettle Corn, that sounds delicious, Ocean View Brewery, so they got beer, Paradise Pot Pies, Sweet People from San Leandro, Rochelle's Cheesecake, Starter Bakery, Bolani the Flatbread Queen, Zen Basil Prebiotic Drinks, Casiamento Highwire Coffee, Marina Pizza, Oxacan Tamales. There you go. Jesse, as promised, there's your shout out. Jesse says Starter Bakery, Casiamento's East Bay. There you go. Guys, check out the Castro Valley Farmers Market in the BART parking lot every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you're looking for fresh, local stuff, check it out. And also, Kathy says that's where Mick J sings on Saturday, so it's a win-win for you there. Farmers Market. Off the list. Michael B., if you want one of these stickers, send me your address. I'll send you one. And anyone else listening, if you want one of these fancy schmancy, highfalutin vinyl stickers, send me an inbox message. Also, with that said, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to post a link to the campaign to re-elect Sheriff Ahern. That's right there. And also I have prepared the website for the Castro Valley Farmers Market if you want some more information on them. Those I just posted up in the comments. Again, the election, the campaign to re-elect Sheriff Ahern. I just shared the link if you want to click it and find out more information. And also there's a link if you would like to find out more information about our Castro Valley Farmers Market. I have in my hot little hand a couple of, wow, we're in overtime, guys. All right. Another segment that I love is a segment called I Thought You'd Never Ask. It's where folks email in their questions anonymously. So questions, concerns, gripes, whatever you got, send them in via email. The email address is themburningquestions@gmail.com. I'm going to type it out. It's going to take me a second, guys. Bear with me. There it is. themburningquestions@gmail.com. I want to hear what is on your mind. I read your questions, your comments, your concerns, your beauty tip questions anonymously. It's a cool way for you to have your say. And, you know, some people are bashful. Some people are shy. I understand that. I get that. It's totally respectable. But this way, you can send me your questions, your comments, your concerns, your gripes, your commendations, what have you. It's a cool way to have them addressed during the show anonymously. Let's see here. Yeah, let's roll right into them. I've got two of them right here. One of them is going to be controversial. So bear with us. This is going to be a controversial one. I love the controversial ones. I love the harmless ones. They're all great. This first question is, as there are so many package thefts in the area, do you know of any prank packages we can purchase and leave out for these thieves? I have looked around, but I have not found anything. I do not need the whole Mark Robber thing, but it would be nice to have some kind of prank gift that we can leave out for these losers. And Mark Robber, I think is his name, he does these extravagant exploding packages that he leaves out for package thieves. I've seen a few that are like glitter, and they just, I mean, look them up on YouTube. Some of them are just amazing. Randall, if you are listening, I think Randall mentions something about leaving a package full of dog poop. I'm not sure if that works. I'm not sure if that's been done. I am not familiar. Yep, Don says they're porch pirates. Yes, they are. And none that Mark Robber might sell those. I think he definitely has instructions online to make them. You may not want to spend so much money and invest so much time in doing those big glitter bombs, because they take a lot of time and a lot of glitter. If you want to ruin someone's day, shower them in glitter. If you want to ruin my day, shower them. I'm not a fan of glitter. Someone just sent stars. Janella, welcome to the show. Janella says, miss you guys tonight. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for all who have served. Yes, Janella just sent 200 stars. Thank you so much, Janella. Janella has sent stars 5 weeks in a row. So getting back to the porch pirates, there you go. Barbara says, box o' poop. That's a good one. I've heard of people finding used diapers. You could do that. Be creative. It could be a box of marbles. I don't know. But this is a good question. If anybody knows of any of those creative things that you can do that would be pranking these porch pirates, definitely find something. Bob says better in thought than practice. That might be correct. But definitely go on YouTube and check out, I think his name is Mark Robber. He comes up with some elaborate package pranks for porch pirates. They're pretty amazing. Yes, that was the first one. I appreciate all the questions. There you go. Don says, fill it with glitter. You can have it explode with glitter and glue. So someone could be glitter glued, which would be terrible. That's torture in my eyes. I'm not a fan of glitter. Again, this is the segment. We do this every episode. I have an email. Randall says maggot-laced meat. Ew. That would be a surprise. I'm guessing, guys, if you get yourself a box and put whatever disgusting, viscous repugnance you choose in a bag and put it in there, someone would open it and their day would be ruined and their olfactory senses offended to the extreme. Michael B says they should use peanut butter as a peanut butter box as a box. I do not advocate in any way, shape, or form wasting peanut butter. And I have been grammatically corrected. It is Mark Rober, like Rober. Thank you. And it is Rober. Bob says a beehive. Wow. Yeah, you could put some... Mike, welcome to the show. Bag full of fart spray inside the box. How about if you put some of those stink bombs in there, and when they get them and they open it, maybe they drop it, and they... Anyways, it's frustrating. Those porch pirates are troublesome. All right, guys. So this is the I Thought You Would Never Ask segment. There's an email address, themburningquestions@gmail.com. Send me your questions, your comments, your concerns, what have you. This is a controversial one. I think it's gonna start a decent conversation here. This question is, hello, have we had any thoughts from members about Castro Valley Unified School District reinstating school resource officers in our schools? What do you guys think? What are the thoughts from folks listening in regards to Castro Valley Unified reinstating school resource officers in our school? And I think that's a good question. I think it's a valid question. I think it's one of those things that is probably on a lot of people's minds, given the fact that the school gun violence that's happening. Kathy says we need it. Tiffany says I would like their presence in the schools. I gave you some backstory when it comes to the school resource officers here in Castro Valley. This was not too long ago. Castro Valley Unified School District voted to opt out of any agreement of having Alameda County sheriffs on campus here in Castro Valley. And at the time, I think it was I'm just giving you the temperature in the situation. Let's see. Barbara says, I think it's okay. Gary says, yes. Gary also says, well, after what happened in Texas. Bob says, never should have let it lapse. Ask both questions to sheriff asks after election. Mike says, agreed, we need it. So the presence of sheriff's deputies at Castro Valley Unified School District was discontinued quite some time ago, following a lot of the national sentiment where police presence on school campuses was not welcome. I think specifically in Castro Valley, some of the trustees, some of the school staff members cited that students did not feel comfortable on campus with sheriff's deputies on campus. And this is a legitimate question, and I just this person wanted the hive mind of Castro Valley News Live to discuss it. Tiffany says, Officer Gill was at the high school when I went, and there was never a problem. David said, I have found each school is different and has different needs, but more is needed for sure. But like with Porch Pirates, they find the weak links to close multiple weaknesses. With that said, let me speak to the topic of the Alameda County Sheriffs in Castro Valley. They are in our community. If there is a call for service at the schools, they will respond. Michael B says, I think it would be a good idea because when had one of the best in Castro Valley High School when I graduated. I'm assuming that there was a great deputy at Castro Valley High when he graduated in '97. Barbara says the officers need to build a positive relationship with the kids because they don't feel comfortable about them. So Barbara brings up the point that I had, the whole situation that I had heard when that contract was canceled, for the lack of a better term. A lot of the students, not a lot, some students felt uncomfortable with sheriff's deputies on campus. They felt intimidated. Some of them felt intimidated. So that is the question that has been posed, and it sounds like there's quite a few who support it. I'm sure that there's some people who don't support it. When I went to high school, there were no sheriffs on campus. Do I think it would have helped? When I went to high school, there weren't a lot of school shootings that happened. And those seem to be a bit more prevalent in this day and age. So I'm probably not the best equipped to address that question. And I don't have children, so I can't speak to saying, well, my kids are at this school. I would feel more safe with sheriff's deputies on campus. If I had children, I would probably want more deputies assigned to school patrols. I'm not sure if I would want them on campus. But then there's that whole connection between schools having security, which are there to obviously secure the safety of students. But then again, you step that up a notch where you have deputies on campus doing the same thing. I do definitely see how it may be intimidating to some of the students. I don't think, I can't speak to that because I'm trying to travel back in time when I was a student and speculate whether I would feel safe or not with a deputy on campus. I would probably feel a bit more safe. I would probably be of a mind to be more in line and following the rules. I don't know. It just depends. From what I can't speak to a lot of things on this issue, so I'm not going to speculate. But I'll leave it to you guys if you have an opinion on this. I definitely want to hear from you on this. It's definitely something that is definitely timely. It's definitely it's a valid concern and a valid thing for us to discuss, given the horrible tragedies that continue to happen. I mean, the horrible tragedy in Texas not too long ago. Michael B says yes, it was Officer Gill, and that is the gentleman that I hear mentioned a lot of times when we talk about the SROs at Castro Valley High. With that said, guys, I'm not hearing many more comments or observations from you guys on this topic, so maybe I will close out the episode here. Again, my name is Roberto. We do this show Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. every Saturday and Tuesday, 7 to 8 p.m. Barbara says, when I was in high school, the resource officer wasn't there for safety. They were there to find the kids using and selling drugs and said so. There you go. Gary says, if no officer on campus, have one stationed close by. I think that's, Gary, I totally agree with that. I think that's a pretty decent compromise on both sides. And I'm pretty certain that's what's happening now. The sheriffs are definitely on alert when it comes to the school sites. So with that said, that is the episode. Guys, we do the show Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. There's a Midway giveaway where a gift card to a local business is given away. I want to thank our wonderful new listeners tonight. Christina, thank you for joining us. Also, Peggy used to live in Castro Valley, now lives in Idaho. Thank you, Christina and Peggy, for tuning in for the first time. Also, I want to thank Katie for sending 2,550 stars. Holy smokes. Katie, you are awesome. Again, Katie sent 2,550 stars. Wow. Also, Kathy sent 1,540 stars. Holy smokes. Wow. And also, the stars honor roll, Tiffany has sent stars 24 weeks in a row. Dennis has sent stars 23 weeks in a row. Paulette has sent stars 22 weeks in a row. Eileen also 22 weeks in a row. Barbara has sent stars 12 weeks in a row. Paulette 22 weeks in a row. Ross 13 weeks in a row. Dawn has sent stars 9 weeks in a row. Thank you so much. Meredith has sent stars 11 weeks in a row. Just a friendly reminder, Michael B., send me your address so I can send you your gift card and your sticker. And one last time, Dawn sent 150 stars. Thank you, Dawn. With that said, that is the episode. We did 1 hour, 17 minutes. We went into overtime, as Bob would say. Again, the show is done Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Thank you to everyone who sent stars. Thank you to the new listeners. Thank you to everyone who listens and watches and puts up with my stammering and stumbling, and definitely tolerated the wonderful Midway giveaway question that stumped everyone. You guys are awesome. I am Roberto. As always, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Thank you for joining us. I will see you Tuesday night. Stay safe, everyone.